Welcome to WagerTalk TV. Sweet 16. We're going to break it down. It is North Carolina and Auburn. Joined in studio, Teddy Covers. You can find him at Teddy_Covers. And our man, Ralph Michaels. You can find him at Cal Sports LV. Guys, we're looking at a number here of North Carolina -5. Highest total of the Sweet 16 round, 164.5. I'm going to start with you, Teddy. We know what these two teams like to do. Total tells us what they like to do. They're going to go up and down the floor. Can Auburn hang with North Carolina?
Sure. The question is who can get stops. And that'll have a lot to do, obviously, with who's going to cover this point spread and or whether it stays under or goes over the total. I'm looking at the brackets, and it just looks North Carolina Duke. You know what I mean? I'm not looking to step in front of the Tar Heels. And when you look at last weekend for Auburn, the near miss against New Mexico State. Every team gets tested, and Auburn survived in advance because their opponent, choked it away every bit as bad as Auburn did in the last 2 minutes. 3 minutes.
Don't tie the game, go for the 3 instead.
Yeah, pass that layup. Yeah, that kid is going to see that highlight in his sleep for the rest of his life.
You feel bad for him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard for a kid to overcome something like that on a personal level, and it's a basketball game. All that being said, they cover the spread. I don't know what he's worried about. I mean, seriously, you lost the game. No, you covered. It's fine. But Auburn all year has been a 3-and-D team. Their pressure isn't going to work on North Carolina. I don't see the Tar Heels succumbing to a bunch of turnovers, which means that Auburn's going to have to hit a bunch of threes in half-court sets. I don't know if that's going to work for them against North Carolina. I really don't. The one thing that's impressed me about this Tar Heels team in comparison to many recent versions from Roy Williams' squad, boy, they're D'ing up pretty good in the half-court, and they're not giving up a whole lot in transition.
Ralph, you look at Auburn, they're a team, I look at them as a mini-me of North Carolina because they want to go up and down the floor, but we talk about it so many times. When another team does the same style as the other team, but the other team has better athletes, it's a little, and they've done it for much longer, it's tough for them to compete with them. I was on Auburn big against Kansas. I just loved the setup. As you said, they had their scare. The public reacts to what they see the last game, and what they saw was, Kansas is back. They rolled Northeastern. So what? And then Auburn had their scare. But I think it's a tough matchup for Auburn.
Well, the thing you have to remember is the Auburn win after the fact wasn't that good. You had Kansas that was playing without 2 starters, missing a third at the start of the season. So you had a depth-shy team playing on the road on a short week against an Auburn team that has 10 players that average 11 minutes or more. All of their players average between 11 and 31 minutes. Well, North Carolina has 9 guys that average between 11 and 31 minutes. They do exact same style as you said. The thing that surprises me about North Carolina is they're only number 77 in field goal percentage efficiency. They score well because they're in tempo. They're the number 6 tempo team, and they get a lot of rebounds, and they score again on offensive rebounds. I think Auburn can keep it close. They've tried more threes than anyone in basketball. They're number 1 in turnover margin. And with that being said, they take care of the ball. They get some pressure. I expect a higher scoring game. I think Auburn, again, they need to make some threes for Auburn to cover and to be a higher scoring game. But I think they can do that. I'm actually leaning with the very athletic team that can run with North Carolina, has actually more depth than North Carolina as far as minutes played, and is in a role that they're very accustomed to, having to shoot the 3. We'll see, if North Carolina, perhaps like you said, they do D up well in the half court, but they normally don't face teams with a lot of tempo. I mean, when you're facing Virginia Tech and Duke doesn't have that much tempo, they played in an ACC that wasn't very high-tempo teams. So they're seeing something more unusual than they're accustomed to.
I mean, Florida State, you can compare Florida State in many ways to Auburn.
Yeah, I mean, they're 10 deep as well, and they're they're a little more athletic and long, and they have a better guard matchup because of their size. But it's this. Auburn makes threes. It seems simple now, right? Auburn makes threes. I like Auburn in the over. Auburn misses threes. It's North Carolina in the under.
So that's a good pick. So cover your bases. You're going to run for public office there.
Sure.
Straddling the fence
bet
all
both
4
sides
ways.
and have a winning ticket to show at Showtime.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not convinced that Auburn hits threes in this matchup. In my mind, that's the key.
I see a little little lean to Carolina here?
Absolutely. If
All
I'm
right.
playing, I'm laying.
You're playing, you're laying. I'll give you a stat, guys. North Carolina, last game, they went under the total. This season, following a game in which they did go under the total, the North Carolina Tar Heels are 15-4 against the spread in their next game. I'll leave you with that. Hey guys, a couple things I want to tell you about. Our text club. You can get 100% free. Just text to WagerTalk 33222 to get a $10 coupon for signing up, plus free picks and other exclusive offers only to our text club members. Also, guys, if you like our videos, do us a favor. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below. And guys, we're closing in on 20,000 subscribers. We're really close. As soon as we hit 20,000 subscribers, we're going to give everybody a $20 coupon to use at both WagerTalk and Sports Memo. That's our way of saying thank you for watching the videos. So hit that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. We'll be back with more here at WagerTalk TV.